Got a message here from Katie. All right, it states, "Hey Polo, I love your reaction to The Cure. I've been a fan for decades. They've covered so much ground musically. Most people can find some facet of them that they love, and they tap into emotions that are universally to being human on this earth, which is why I think so many people feel very connected to them and their music. I know you've mentioned in a couple of your videos that as a black guy, you weren't exposed to much of them growing up, and also that you don't see people that look like you in their crowds. I'm not sure if you looked into their history much, but you may find it interesting that they had a black drummer for a while in the early mid 80s. His name was Andy Anderson, and he was a fantastic drummer. He was instrumental in their shift from more than simple drumming to more intricate and sophisticated drumming styles. Okay. And here are a few examples of the Cure stuff he was involved in. The Love Cats, a jazzy, quirky song that is very infectious. And I'll stop there, as a lot of times I'll go with your first choice. Okay, so yes, that is true. I didn't grow up. And by the way, Katie, thank you for your support. Not only watching the channel and subscribing, but donating in the Buy Me a Coffee link as well, which helps the channel grow. I appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't know anything about The Cure. In fact, I didn't know much about goth culture in general. So it's eye opening so many decades later. So we'll do your request here, and again, thanks for the 3 coffees. We got The Cure, Love Cats, and before I check out this one, do me a big favor and like the video. If you want to stay up to date whenever I post, subscribe and hit that notification bell. The engagement, the likes, the comments, and even the shares. Share this video with other music lovers. Helps the video grow, and I truly appreciate it. If you want to support the show further than that, as most of these music reactions are not monetized, my links will be in the description. Let's get started. I think I've done this one already. It was fire. Let me see what your other requests were. I'm doing this in real time, so forgive me. The Caterpillar, another infectious and very quirky song. The slappy rhythmic drumming is Andy drumming on his leather pants, according to Robert Smith. All right, let me pull that one up. Forgive me, you guys. So this one was live in Japan. This one I've done. I don't always have the greatest memory, but I remember good music, and I remember loving this track. So let's see what else you requested here. Have I done the Caterpillar? I have not done the Caterpillar. Okay. Forgive me. We're going to do the Caterpillar, actually. All right, so. All right, let's go. Always unorthodox. They're going to play around with the melodies and the vocals here, which I like. I won't play the whole entire video because there's a better chance that YouTube will get to see it. You know, if you play the whole video, a lot of times they will block the video. Okay. And the music doesn't get blocked as quickly. So I will flash back and forth with the music video, but I mainly focus on the music and how it makes me feel. This isn't a music video channel unless the music is just like the video is just like it goes hand in hand artistically with the experience. But just know I'm watching the entire video as we are listening together. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I love the way the piano's bouncing and it's not stable. You know, I don't know how to say this in words, but the way he's approaching this song vocally definitely reminds me of a lot of the artists from the alternative era of like 2000 to like maybe even 99 to like 2005. A lot of the stuff that would come out on MTV in terms of like the way he's doing his vocals for this specific piece here. It just reminds me of that, you know, and whatnot. Just a random thought in terms of, because I know how versatile they can be, and I've read the comments and said, you know, you can listen to this song from The Cure and their style can be completely different from another era of them, you know, even on the same album sometimes, which shows their creativity. Looks like he didn't just play the drums, he also played the are those called bongos? Forgive me, I'm not a musician, I'm not educated on a lot of stuff when it comes to music, you know, I just am a casual listener, all right? But it looks like he's multi-talented here. That's the quirky part you're talking about, right? Okay. You know what I mean? Like when you said it's kind of a quirky song, I see what you mean there. a little fun part to sing in the song. In the day you fly away from me, I wonder if that's like a meaning in the song where, as a woman continues to like blossom, it's harder to hold on to her, type of thing. She'll go away. I don't know. I'm just was thinking about that as the song was going on in terms of because he strikes me as an artist that when he makes songs, they may have like messages that are, they're not in your face, but when you look into them, you can kind of see where he's going with it. And that's kind of how I interpret it on the first listen. What do the comments say here? Anybody here in 2026? Well, I am for the first time. I love Robert's brain so much. I'm kind of digging it too. It says the most amazing thing about The Cure is that their musical range is so huge, which is what I was speaking on earlier, and yet you can instantly know it's them. From the Fascination Street to A Force to Hot, Hot, Hot to Lullaby, whatever that whatever that means. They can pretty much do anything. It says this is the kind of stuff that makes me really miss the 80s. And I was born in the 90s. I was born in the 90s. All right, yeah. I feel that way. Like I've heard people tell me I have an old soul. I listen to Marvin Gaye's Just to Keep You Satisfied. I listen to some Sam Cooke. I listen to different bands that I'm like, man, that kind of resonates with my frame of emotions and thinking, versus like a lot of the stuff, even from my era, I really couldn't relate to, even though I might have been digging it, in terms of hip hop and R&B. But the artist that truly kind of spoke to my soul, for lack of a better term, were a lot of the older artists. And you know what I mean? Otis Redding, in the background, probably can't see here. Someone sent me a Otis Redding painting. One of the nicest things anyone's ever done for me in my life. And, I appreciate that. But yeah, I can relate to that, as far as like relating to music when people were more based, I guess is the term you would use. I was playing around with AI and looking up the stereotypes between the different generations, the millennials, the zoomers, the baby boomers, Generation X, and how they say how the millennials were, our stereotypes are that we're more narcissistic, more sensitive, and things of that nature. Because I'm technically like, I was born in the 80. I was born in '83, so I'm like the start of the millennials. But I kind of feel more like Generation X a little bit. Sometimes, and also feel a little bit like a millennial. But when I listen to music, I feel even older than that. But yeah, that's just me rambling or whatever. But do I like the song? Is this something that makes the Forerunner? You guys know how I feel about The Cure. They've been fire. Okay, I've been digging it. I'm not gonna go and paint my lips red and put on white makeup, and I don't have hair to grow out as luxurious as they do as these hair bands. I know The Cure is not a hair band, but I'm just gonna say their hair band. I don't have that, but in my heart, I'm a little bit goth. Okay, I will say that. All right, but overall, shout out to the Buy Me a Coffee supporter, Katie, who sent in the request for this one with the 3 coffees. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your good taste in music too. Okay, because sometimes people send me stuff and I'm like, it's kind of niche. I might want to put it on Patreon, right? When it's niche, I'll put it on Patreon, because the people, what is this? And it'll get 20 views, okay, or whatever, so I have to use a little bit of discernment there, when you guys send in certain requests. Not that I don't enjoy reacting to them, it's just that everything can't make YouTube. So some people go, well, why haven't I seen this on your channel? Because they don't have enough people that want to see it. I like it, you like it, I may not like it and you like it, so I'll put it on Patreon. That's kind of how that works. Just giving you guys my method. But I appreciate you guys for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and let me know what I should check out next from The Cure or your favorite band. Even if they're a goth band, I'd be interested to see, because right now the only goth band that I think I've reacted to is The Cure. And these guys are Amazing.